3,000 ducats. Well,
Aye, sir, for 3 months.
for 3 months. Well,
For the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio shall become bound. Well,
May you steadily. Shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months.
Your
and
answer.
Antonio bound.
Your answer to that?
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand that he is sufficient. Yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound for Tripolis, another to the Indies, and I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto, he hath a third at Mexico and a fourth for England. And other ventures he hath squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors, but men. And there be land rats and water rats, there be land thieves and water thieves, I mean high rats. and then there is the peril of the waters, the winds, and the rocks. The man is notwithstanding sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
Oh, I will be assured I may. And that I may be assured, may I speak with Antonio?
If it please you to dine with us.
Yes, to smell pork. to eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, walk with you, and so following, but I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. Who is he comes here?
This is Signor Antonio.
How like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him, for he is a Christian. But more, for that in low simplicity, he lends out money gratis, and brings down the rate of usance here with us in Venice. If I could catch him once upon the hip, I would feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. He hates our sacred nation, and he rails even there where merchants most do congregate against me, my bargains, and my well-won thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my tribe if I forgive him.
Shylock, do you hear?
No, I am debating of my present store, and by my nearest guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross, the full 3,000 ducats. But what of that? Tulul, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But soft, how many months do you desire? Oh, rest you fair, good signor. Your worship was the last man in our mouths.
Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the right wants of my friend I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed how much he would?
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months?
I forgot. 3 months, you told me so. Well then, you're wrong. Now, let me see. But hear you. Methought you said you never lend nor borrow upon advantage.
I do never use it.
When Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abram was, as his wise mother wrought on his behalf, the third possessor. Aye, he was the third.
And what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest. Not as you would say, directly interest. Mark what Jacob did. When Laban and himself were compromised that all the earlings that were streaked and pied should fall as Jacob's hire, the ewes, being rank at the end of autumn, turned to the rams, and when the work of generation was between these woolly breeders in the act, shepherd peeled me certain wands, and in the doing of the deed of kind, he struck them up before the fulsome ewes, who then conceiving did at earning time for party-coloured lambs, and those were Jacob's. This was his way to thrive, and he was blessed. And thrift is blessing if men steal it not.
Ah, this was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for. Not a thing in his power to bring to pass, but swayed and fashioned by the hands of heaven. Was this inserted to make interest good? Or is your gold and silver used in rams?
Well, I cannot tell, because I made the readers fast.
This Bassanio, the devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witnesses like a villain with a smiling cheek, a goodly apple rotten at the heart. The a goodly outside falsehood hath.
3,000 ducats. 'Tis a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Now let me see, the rate would be...
Well, Shylock, shall we be beholding unto you?
Signor Antonio, many a time, and oft upon the Rialto, you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still, I have borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of our tribe. You called me misbeliever, cut-throat dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. You go to then. You come to me and you say, "Oh, Shylock, we would have monies." You say so. You that did void your room upon my gabardine and beard, and did foot me as you spurn a stranger, cur over your threshold. Monies is your suit. Oh, what should I say? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low in an bondsman's key with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this, "Oh, fair sir, you spit on me Wednesday last, you spurned me such a day another time, you called me dog, and for these courtesies I will lend you thus much monies."
I must like to call thee so again. To spit on thee, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friends, for when can friendship take a breed for barren metal of his friend? Rather, lend it to thine enemy, who if he break, thou mayst with better face exact the penalty.
Why, look how you storm. I would be friends with you, and have your love. Forget the shames you have stained me with, and supply your present wants, and take no doit of usance for my money, and you will not hear me. This is kind I offer.
This for kindness?
This kindness I will show. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there your single bond, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day, in such a place, such sum or sums, as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeiture be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken in one part of your body pleaseth me.
Contented, faith, I'll seal such a bond, and say, there is much kindness in the Jew.
You shall not seal yourself to such a bond for me. I'll rather dwell on my necessity.
Man, I'm not forfeited. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I do expect return of thrice 3 times the value of this bond.
Oh, Father Abram, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thoughts of others. I pray you, tell me this, if we should break his day, what should I gain by the extraction of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh, taken from a man, is not so estimable, profitable neither, as the flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. I say, to buy his favour, I extend this friendship. If he will take it, so. If not, adieu, and for my love, I pray you, wrong me not.
Well, Shylock, I'll seal to this bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the notary. Give him direction of the merry bond, and I will go and purse the ducat straight. I'll see to my house left in the fearful guard of an unworthy knave, and presently I will be with you.
Highly checked, Jew. The Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows kind.
I like not fair turns, and a villain's mark.
Oh, come on, in this there can be no dismay. My ships come home a month before the day.